My mother, Georgianne.
Nice to meet you. Good to see you. Mr. Kerley, I dressed up for you today. Special day. Good morning, Chairman and members of the board. It is a distinct privilege to be with Mr. Bill Walker and Lamar Kerley this morning. I'm excited because we get an opportunity this morning to honor one of Kern County's dedicated public servants and adopt this resolution honoring Lamar Kerley for 32 years of service. 32. Mr. Kerley began his county career with the Department of Human Services as a social services worker. 3 years later, he had the opportunity to begin a trainee internship with the Forensic Services Division of Behavioral Health and Recovery Services, formerly the Mental Health Department. Since that time, Mr. Kerley has worked his way through the department as mental health counselor, unit supervisor, system administrator, and eventually deputy director of Administrative Services Administration. It is notable that Mr. Kerley has worked in all divisions of the department, aging you, including forensics, adult services, children's services, psychiatric evaluation center, ITS, and finance. And it is particularly noteworthy that he was the first clinical staff in the state to become part of an IT division. My chief of staff, Nicole, says this is unheard of. So truly, truly remarkable. This, of course, was key in the implementation of the electronic health record for Kern, BHRS. It is indeed my understanding that we will be seeing Mr. Kerley during our afternoon session, where he will be receiving an Employee Recognition Award for his many, many years of committed service to this department. Mr. Kerley is a prime example of the quality of our employees here at the county. His leadership, mentorship, and dedication will be sorely, sorely missed. On behalf of the Kern County Board of Supervisors, I would like to thank Mr. Lamar Kerley for his tireless work, effort, and his commitment to serving Kern County. Chairman and members of the board, I am happy to introduce to you Director of Behavioral Health and Recovery Services, Mr. Bill Walker, to say a few words. Mr. Bill Walker.
Okay. Thank you, Supervisor. I'm joined, of course, with the Supervisor, Lamar Kerley, his mother, Georgianne. His father, Dewan, is at home, but will be with us tomorrow night when we celebrate again, and one of our other deputies, Dr. Brad Cloud. The accolades that were read about Lamar are really stunning when they talk about all the work he's done and the variety of systems he's worked in. He's worked with the toughest populations and the most technical jobs that we have in our department. And I'm not going to overstate what the supervisor just said, but it's really phenomenal what he's done. And so instead, I think I'm going to sum up just one issue about Lamar and then turn it over to him to go ahead and speak to the board. And I read a book, and in the book, a retired Army Ranger was training high school students who wanted to go into special forces when they got older. And of course, he was training them on all kinds of things to do physically. But he told them something that really epitomizes the way Lamar is. He said, whatever is asked of you, no matter how subtle or seemingly insignificant, do it to the best of your ability. And that really sums up Lamar Kerley. And as someone who's worked with him for those entire 32 years in one capacity or another, he's always somebody I could rely on, always someone I could trust in, and I could walk away knowing that he would do whatever it was we needed to get done to the best of his ability. He is a good man. He is a good person. He was a good supervisor. He was a good administrator, and he currently is a good deputy director. But most of all, he's a good friend. And so, my friend, I wish you the best.
Thank you, Chairman Maggard, Supervisors, Supervisor Perez. I'd like to read a quote. Mahatma Gandhi said, "A nation's greatness is measured by how it treats its weakest members." I've worked my whole life in the helping field with brain-damaged adults, those stricken by poverty, with the developmentally delayed children, with substance use disorders, and with mental illness. And yet I'm the one who's been blessed to have great work and challenging work and wonderful coworkers. I appreciate all these nice things you said about me. Yet truthfully, I've only been able to excel and to do good work because I had passionate, hardworking staff who worked for me all these years. The line staff of the county are the greatest asset the county has, and you all know that. I've been proud to have done this work for many years and proud that I had a wonderful mother, Georgianne Kerley, who raised me so well. And I just want to urge you all to keep doing the good leadership and work you do that guides our county safely. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Lamar. Congratulations on a good life.
Thank you. This
How many people,
resolution-
after retiring after 32 years, get to have their mom stand with them? That's pretty cool.
Very good point. Keeps you young. Congrats.
Thank you.
Congratulations. We're next going to hear